I said this before that I think time is the universal currency, right? So more so than money, like, I want to know how much time you gonna spend with me. It's so many people online that's confused, like how to know a man likes you or how to know that somebody rock with you. It's so simple. It's time. That's why we have so many microwave friendships and relationships, because people don't want to wait to build something good. It's all about what can you do for me now. We come into friendships, relationships, everything with this. Well, what do you bring? What do you offer? What do you have? How about let's take some time to get to know each other? How about that? Because you know what that mentality is of what do you bring or what can you do for me or what can you give me? You know what that's doing? It's like planting a seed, expecting to grow a massive apple tree. And instead of waiting for the tree to grow from you watering it and giving it time, you dig up the seed and eat it because you want something right now. How many of us have fumbled really dope people and opportunities because we didn't understand long term? Yeah, you can overcharge this person, but you just dug up the seed and ate it. Yeah, you can get over on this man and try to make him pay for the most extravagant dinner ever, but you just dug up the seed and ate it. Like, delayed gratification is supposed to be a telltale sign of intelligence, right? And I honestly feel like our society don't know nothing about that no more.
This is the world that we live in 2024. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in a rush to get into something. We're in a rush to get into a relationship. We're in a rush to get to our goals and dreams. We're always in a rush to do the next thing. Like, oh, I can't wait to have a kid. Oh, I can't wait to get the big crib. Oh, I can't wait to do this. Oh, I want to be in a relationship. And what happens is you neglect the moment. See, we neglect the moment because time tells the truth. This is something I say in all of my videos. And a lot of times we want things to happen now instead of having that patience, having that discipline, being able to, sit back and observe over some time. We don't want to do that. We want everything now. That's why I call this like the fast food society. Because if we don't have it right now, we don't want it. We don't want to wait on it. See, when you can't learn to be patient and wait on what you want, you're going to miss out on blessings naturally. Because when you're trying to rush things or speed up the process, you know what I'm saying? Just for example, like us men with women, for so many years, I was the guy where it's like, as soon as I get the girl number, I want to text her all the time, see her all the time, make things happen. And what happens is it's like me pulling the cake out the oven before it's ready. A lot of times that's what we're doing. We're self-sabotaging. We're not allowing things to grow. We're not allowing things to nurture. We're not allowing things to nourish. Why? Because we want it right now. You want it right now. See, what y'all got to understand is when a woman tries to make you take her to a 5-star restaurant on the first date and you got to do all these things early on, what you got to understand is that's not a woman who wants time to tell the truth. That's not a woman who wants to grow something. That's not a woman that wants something natural. Because, baby girl, how about we just get to know each other without a lot of money being attached? And then over time, as we grow with each other and we learn each other, then we'll go on those expensive dates. But everybody wants it now. A woman wants to be flown out immediately. You want that you want to travel immediately. You want to go to Bali immediately. Well, if we do all that early on, what else is there to do? If we do all these expensive things early on, there's nothing to grow to. Because what we gonna do on the third day? Go to the moon? And this may be the one thing that I do hate about social media is because we see couple goals, we see everybody doing all these lavish things, and people automatically think in their heads, this is what I'm about to require. I'm about to require first class flights, traveling, expensive first dates, because I see all these other people doing it on Instagram or on TikTok. So I think a lot of times we let that fool our mind, but when in reality, it takes time to build up to these things. See, we don't want to put in the work. We want the couple goals. We want those things. We want the imagery, even though it may not be real. We want those things, but we're not willing to put in the time for it. That's why time tells the truth. What are we rushing for? Because if we're meant to be together, then there's no rush. We so quick to want to, wife a chick because she bad and we don't even know her yet. You know what I'm saying? You want to wife her because she got something fat back there, but you don't even know who this is. And the reason why it hurts you to rush into situations with people or whatever it may be is because at the end of the day, it's going to hurt you on the back end. Because what happens is we rush so fast into things and we don't really know who people are. And then when something serious or something, pivotal comes in one of y'all's lives, then that's when you really see who the person is. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, when you first meet someone, of course, it's going to be all good. Everything is new. Y'all rocking with each other. The vibes is right. But how is that person in 2 years? We all know that picking the wrong people in life, man, has so many bad, negative consequences. When you pick the wrong woman to be a part of your life, you know what I'm saying? That's like the worst thing that you can possibly do. She can make your life hell. And this is why it's super important to get past the woman's looks. What else does she got besides that? You know what I'm saying? Take your time and get to know her. But we such in a rush to want to wife her and lock her down because we think the next dude gonna get her. You know what I'm saying? We think if we don't make a move quick, she's not gonna be interested. But the mindset we gotta come from is abundance, taking our time. What's meant for you will be for you. But again, I need this thing to grow. I can't know who you are over 1 month. See, my whole strategy with people in life is I want to allow people to show me who they are. Now, I'm going to reciprocate based on how you're showing up. But at the same time, you always want to come from the mind frame of how is this person showing up for me? Instead of getting caught all in our feelings and be like, damn, she look good. Damn, she got something fat back there. You know what I'm saying? This is the best woman I didn't ever had. And then we start to ignore all the red flags. That's what happens. We start to ignore the way that she's showing up. And that's what I did for so many years. So you want to take your time and get to know people. See who this person really is. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to have people around that you can't trust, or people around who are toxic, people around who don't understand how you living, people around that's not trying to encourage you, people around that are not an asset. You don't want liabilities around. And to do that, and the best way you're going to know that is to be able to watch people long term. We're such in a rush for things. We want to get to the marriage, get to having kids, get to the successful business, but we don't want to put in the work. We don't want to wait. We don't want to be patient. We don't want to keep growing. We don't want to keep getting better. We don't want to keep focusing on ourselves. We don't want to keep improving. We don't want to work on our insecurities, but yet we want the results. We want the bad chick. We want the success. We want all these different things, but we don't want to do the things that's going to lead up to that. And that's one thing I had to learn. I had to learn that nothing worth having comes easy. You know what I'm saying? It's consistency, getting better, improving. Shout out to Martin Luther King, Black History Month. He has a quote that talks about all you got to do is just take one step at a time. Stop looking at the whole staircase. You know what I'm saying? This is a day by day grind. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we all want to have, most people want to have a good companion, right? Ideally. But at the end of the day, trying to rush it and force it is not it. Take your time, get to know people, because you want people in your life who are for you, not against you. And all I'm trying to do over here is just, kind of just change the way we think about things. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be in a rush for nothing. What's meant for you will be for you. But all I can do and all we can do at the end of the day is continue to focus on ourselves, continue to improve all areas of our life. That's all we can do. And continue to vet people that want to be in our life. That's it. That's all we can do. Straight up. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.